Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm Eric Brummett from Mythic Life, and today I wanted to discuss with you about the sensitive soul, the sense of being an empath, of this form of intuition where you are energetically, emotionally, mentally, even physically feeling the energy of others, the emotions, the thoughts of others. Um, this is something that we're all designed for. It's literally part of our anatomy. Our nervous system is designed to be a circuit board of sensory for us to feel our environment, not just what the temperature of the room is or what the texture of the fabric is on you, but also the energetic exchange that is happening with what's in your life and who is around you and what is around you. And what happens with this is that we're all born this way. This is actually is our primary place that we experience life. As an infant, your nervous system is mapping, and so it just as a sponge feels its environment, and there is not a differential of what is self and what is outside of self. It's something that develops after the nervous system has gone through a cycle of growth, and it starts to prune its connections into identity. So for the sensitive soul, in that pruning, it is still navigating what is self. It doesn't completely form into ego, into identity. It continues to stay mapped, and in our chemistry we stay prone to a high level of sensitivity. And this can be very overwhelming. It can create a lot of congestion in our mental thoughts and confusion in our emotions. Okay, so what is a really helpful process, other than of course going on this path of becoming a healer or developing that intuitive discernment through personal development, meditation, is to learn how to process our energy. So there's two things I want to cover with this. One is a very, very simple technique called the Kahuna energy break. Okay, this is something I learned from Vienna Steibel, the founder of Theta Healing, that she learned through studying different energetic healing techniques. And it's a Hawaiian method, and it's an energy break. So you take your hands and you create some friction. Your mindset is to release and let go. Okay, so as I'm thinking of something I'm letting go of, I'm going like this. It's only like a couple times, really. I'm just exaggerating it right now. And then one hand comes back to you, and the other hand goes out. Okay. And what that does, and if you use it with a breath, you'll feel this energy release. Okay, so this is a cord cutting. Whenever you are experiencing energy, you're not necessarily taking it on from the other where the other is no longer having it. Okay, if I'm with somebody that feels sad and I start feeling sad with them, it doesn't mean that they're not sad. It just means I'm in a shared experience. If I'm empathically sitting with somebody that has a knee issue and I start to feel something happening in my knee, I'm intuiting it. I'm feeling it with them. I'm not taking it on. Okay. So that deeper history of healers of actually knowing how to take on an illness in order to process it out is much more elaborate than this natural way of doing it. What we're doing intuitively as an empath is having a shared experience, which is actually quite beautiful. But if we get stuck in the shared experience, it can hurt, it can congest, right? It can distract, it can take over and overwhelm. So these little things of an energy break with a breath is a way of letting go of having to be in that shared space so that you can come back into your energy field and just be present with what you're expressing, because either you're receiving or you're expressing. And in order to really get back into my light and into my expression, I like to use a breathing technique where I'm directing the sensations and energy of my body by breathing, and I breathe down into the earth, and I imagine pulling energy up from the earth all the way up to the top of my head, and I visualize in my imagination the energy coming out of my head and out over my energetic field, out over my aura, and I circulate it with each breath, and I visualize it coming all the way up and out with an inhale, and as I exhale, I let it go out and down into the earth and then back up into me with my next breath. So every breath it does a circuit. By doing this, if you do this 3 to 5 rotations, getting really into it, you'll feel this sense of presence and feeling grounded. And energetically, this rinses off, it clears all that stagnation and everything that you are feeling that is getting heavy or uncomfortable. So these are the two big takeaways: energy break and this breathing exercise. If you continue to do it and tap into energies you don't want, that's a deeper process that needs some belief work and a session. So please reach out to us if you need any additional help with this, because you don't want to shut down your empathic intuition. It actually is what helps you connect and bond and have much deeper spiritual relationships. What you want to do is empower your intuition with knowing how to have tools to process and work with things. So practice this, everyone, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you for joining.